Greetings, beautiful people. I trust you are well. I'm not out walking this morning. Um, as you know, I've had a fall, I had an injury, and I'm just working on getting that better. So the sun is in my eyes. Yeah, I'm just working on getting that better. I am doing some gentle exercise, however, that is helping to improve it. Some exercises I found online that's helping to um, give me a speedy recovery. So I'm still able to walk about and get out and about, but I haven't been doing my usual walks and my usual exercise routine, you know. I thought I'd jump on this morning because I got up this morning and, so many things sort of like came up on my heart. I just started thinking of, people that I know that aren't particularly well. I thought about my own injury first of all and how, still amazed that I'd done this to myself and how, just a brief moment, everything can change because, I was getting up that morning with the intention of getting ready to go out and all the rest of it. And then, just one little thing and everything changed. And since that, it's been over a week now, you know, it's really sort of impacted my routines and what I do. So I thought about that. And then I thought about, people who, when you knew them, they were fine, and now they're not well, and they're going through things. And I've met an aunt recently who is late in years, and when I saw pictures of what she was like, and when I think of her now, and all these things, and how life changes, then I started thinking about Jamaica, and how speaking to people there. Now the sun is shining and everything. Certain parts of Jamaica wasn't touched, but certain parts were real great destruction. When I say wasn't touched, everywhere was touched, but some places have got real proper destruction. And then you think about Sudan, and you think about just the world in general and all that's going on. And I don't know why I woke up thinking about all these things this morning, and just thinking that, yeah, just giving thanks for my life, really, and for where I'm at. But then thinking about family and thinking about the struggles of some of my family, where, all of us are in a struggle, really. And then I just thought about, reassessing. And, as you know, I've been reassessing my exercise routine. But then I started thinking about, reassessing everything, really. Just life in general, I suppose. I do write and have been writing, but it's almost like I haven't done anything for a few weeks, maybe close to a month now. I wouldn't say I've got a writer's block or anything like that, but it's just and I have had visitors and so forth, but I just feel as if I've come to maybe a crossroads, so to speak, and I just need to reassess and rethink everything, maybe even my whole exercise regime and just the way I do things, because I do believe since I've retired that I put myself under a lot of, not a lot of pressure, but initially I remember when I was about to retire, I felt apprehensive, because you feel apprehensive when you reach, well, I did anyway, when I reached 60, and then on retirement, and it's going to be a new life, and you hear about people, they retire, and then because they're not doing anything, they've gone from 100 to 0, and then not long after, they may drop out and things like that. And I had all these things in my mind, I suppose. And so on retirement, I kept myself extremely busy. Um, so much so that I didn't really feel like a retired person. I felt like a retired person in my finances, but not in terms of how busy I was. So much so I even thought, where did I find the time to do everything? Anyway, I feel it is time for me to just breathe. You know, as I said, I had started doing a little bit of meditation. Because of my injury, I haven't done anything. But I also feel that maybe this was a good time. I mean, that sounds funny when I say a good time. But I think it's a time, it's giving me time to maybe sit back and do a bit more thinking, do a bit more reassessing how I'm going to move forward, and making sure I build in my rest and relax time, because I don't think I've been doing enough relaxing. I don't think I've been doing enough enjoying, because I seem to be on the go all the time. And I think I need to take time now where, since I am retired, and let's face it, regardless to what state of health we're in, when you get to 60 plus, you're at the other end. It's not like when you were 16. So, you have to make the years count. And, I think I need to do more relaxing and more enjoying, just being outdoors even, and just, you know, sitting in parks, sitting by the sea, doing things that make me enjoy rather than always feel, and make me relax rather than always thinking that I've got to be doing something. So, people, I always like to share, because I know that I'm not going to be the only one who goes through this state of confusion, if you want to call it that, or, this stage of reassessing and thinking about life, thinking about your own life, thinking about the people around you, thinking about your family, thinking about friends, and, everything that is going on. I know I'm not the only person that would be having this time, so I like to jump on and share and talk to you. And when sometimes we are on social media and people might think, oh, look at that person, oh, they've got it all together, oh, they're so organized and they get things done. But I think it's important, when you're not getting things done and when you are in that state of, I don't want to call it confusion, but reassessing and not sure of your direction, I think it's also important to share and let people know, well, this is life and it's okay to feel like this. It is, we mustn't beat ourselves up when we're feeling out of sorts. It is okay to feel out of sorts. It is okay to sit back and take stock. And, sometimes I think people may beat themselves up and they don't do it because they feel, they don't want to show that things are not going how they want it to go or whatever. But I think it's important to share with your friends and share with people. And yes, I'm sharing on social media, so that's where I'm at the moment. So people might look and think, oh yes, you're in the sunshine and oh, isn't it lovely? But everywhere and everything has its challenges. So um, wherever you are going to have your challenge or your challenges. So it's to look at you and assess you. Don't look at anybody else and what they're doing, but take stock of where you are at present in your life, what you want, where you want to go, what it is you want to do, and don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Anyway, I think I will finish there. That was just on my heart this morning as I woke up. I woke up late, and yes, if I thought it's okay to wake up late, because why am I waking up at the crack of dawn? So I've got things to do today, so I may well jump on later and share some of the things that well, I say share some of the things that I'm doing. It's not that much really, but I'm visiting a floating bookshop that we have here at the moment. So I thought, that sounds intriguing, so I'm going to go to that. And that's it really. I haven't got much planned for the day. I've decided that I've got to keep whatever I do in a day to a minimum. And just for now, especially until my back really properly heals. Anyway, people, it's weekend. I'm wishing you an awesome weekend ahead and a blessed new week when it starts. Enjoy, live, and enjoy. Well, I said enjoy already, but just live and enjoy and be at peace. This is Missy Mac, over, not out. Stay blessed and don't let anybody steal your joy. Bye for now.